Well, good morning and welcome to First Things First. Today is Tuesday, May the 24th, and glad that you've joined us this morning and thankful for another day that God has blessed us with to be able to come together and read and talk about God's Word. And we're so thankful that we do have God's Word to guide us and to help us in our journey. And it is, as many call it, it is a roadmap for us as Christians to walk by. And today's verse is no different. It is a good one. It's one that will help us in that journey. And it comes from Romans chapter 12, verse 10. Which says, "Be kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love, in honor preferring one another." And as we look at this, this is a great thing that separates Christians from non Christians and believers from non believers, is because we as Christians have this love. We are kindly affectioned one to another with brotherly love, that we care about one another. Um, and we prefer one another, and we lift one another up. In this world, it seems like everybody's out for themselves, and there are a few people that are supposedly good, and they do good, and but for us as Christian, we have a certain set of morals, values that we go by, that we look at. And as we have these morals, this is something that the world doesn't have. They may have a few morals, be good people, but I'll tell you right now, uh, good people are dying and going to hell every day. It's not about our goodness. It's not about what we can do. It's about knowing Jesus Christ. And because we know Him, and because we have that fellowship and that familyhood now, I guess, with Him, as He is our brother and God our Father, then now we have this love that we can share with one another, and we have this again set of morals that we know what is right and what is wrong. And part of that moral value that we have is to love one another and to be kind to one another, and to strengthen one another whenever we're weak and whenever we're down. And that's we prefer one another. That's again something that this world doesn't have, and it doesn't understand, quite honestly. A lot of times don't understand how that we, or why that we give, why that we do things. And I thought about back several years ago. My goodness, over 20 years ago now, went on a missionary journey, and went down to El Salvador. And as I was getting prepared to go down there, I was questioned a lot by people who don't go to church, honestly, and asking me, "Well, why do you want to go down there? We've got people that are hurting here." And that is true, that we do have people that are hurting here, but there's people all over the world that are hurting, and we have needs today. And as we, even Jesus, whenever he was asked, "Who is your neighbor?" And he told him, even the Samaritan, whom the Jews at that time hated and despised, but Jesus said even they were the neighbors. So as we go through this life, we whenever we get saved, God puts a love down in us, and He shows us that love that we can have for one another today. And as we go through this life, I'm glad that we have something different. I'm glad that we are something that set apart. The Bible talks about that. We are set apart. That we are different. Yeah, I may be a little bit strange from what the rest of the world thinks that we ought to be, But I'm glad for what God has made me and what God has created me and what He has instilled in me, which is a love to be kindly affection one another, a set of moral values that are His, goes by His word and by what He says for us to have. So today, if we'll do that and we'll be blessed, we'll stand out. We'll be a little bit different from the rest of the world, all because of what Jesus did for us, because He stood out from the rest of the world too. So I hope that today you'll find something in your daily walk today that you can share that brotherly love with somebody else, and that you can strengthen somebody, even if it's just to pray for them, that you'll strengthen somebody today. And I hope that you have a great day today. And I hope that the Lord will bless you in a mighty way, and hope to see you again right back here again tomorrow morning for another edition of First Things First. May God bless you is our prayers.